Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Night Bites. I'm your host, Clark Garen.
And your co-host, Robin Coleman.
And I'm just curious. You said a little bit earlier you were from Texas?
Originally, yes, sir.
And how long have you been out here?
Oh, gosh, I've been in California 12 years now.
Why did you move from a beautiful place like Texas to such an unpleasant environment like California?
Yeah, I really miss those flat swamplands. It's just so sad. But I actually came out with a job that transferred me, but in the back of my head, I always knew I wanted to be in acting and become more athletic and do some kind of sports-related things. And
Now, athletic. Were you an athlete in high school?
No, I was fat in high school. That's what working out can do for you people.
You were...
I was actually...
This sounds like a George W. Bush statement. Now, what is your idea?
How does that sound like a George W. Bush statement?
Because it's not possible that you were fat. How fat were you?
I was about 265 pounds, a size 24 maybe, if I could squeeze into it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what did you do? Have one of those surgeries or something?
No. I actually got into bodybuilding. I got a job at a gym through a friend, and I was kind of adopted by all the other athletes, and they wanted me to start lifting weights and doing things. They all thought I had great genetics. So I changed my diet. I was actually a nutrition major in college, and started.
But you were still fat in college, even though you were.
No, I started to slim down. I first started riding my bike like crazy, and the weight started to come off slowly, and then I learned how to eat and integrate more things into that.
Well, okay. How important is diet to being able to lose weight?
100%.
Exercise doesn't do it?
Exercise does part of it, but your diet is the main factor on what your results are going to look like. Working out's going to help your blood pressure and your cardiovascular system as a whole and your lung capacity and everything else, but without proper diet, it's not really going to do much for the way you look. Or your body mass index.
So you mean I'm hopeless?
I could create a plan for you.
Yeah, but you got to create one I'm willing to comply with.
But yeah, it's staying away from processed foods, eating the way...
Wait a minute, whoa. What is a processed food?
Pretty much anything you can find in a mainstream grocery store in the center aisles. If you see something and you can't read all the ingredients...
Wait a minute, you mean lean cuisine is...
processed. Even though that is my cheat food once in a while.
But lean cuisine is supposed to make you lose weight. That's why it's called lean.
Well, there's a difference between things that can make you lose weight and things that are actually good to put in your body. A lot of these diet programs that are out there right now, you'll do this program and we'll give you all your meals. You mean like the nutrition one with all those babes? Nutrisystem and Jenny Craig and all that. They don't even list the ingredients on half of those things. And that's because the list would terrify most scientists. It's loaded with chemical, and it's got like pieces of meat you can leave in your cabinet for 16 years and still open it and eat it. Unless you're going into space, I don't think you should be trying to achieve that goal.
Besides, everybody I've ever talked to says their food tastes absolutely dreadful. But I wouldn't know by personal experience because I've never tried it.
Okay.
But so in other words, a processed food is something frozen that I heat in they just heat and heat.
Well, some frozen things are actually healthy for you, like vegetables and meats that aren't added with nitrates and things like that, because especially in the case of vegetables, they flash freeze at the factory, at the farm, and so it's retaining more of the nutritional value than produce at the grocery store that's been on a truck and transported for days and days.
So frozen vegetables can be better than fresh ones?
Better, yes.
Now that's something I didn't know. I always had frozen stuff because it was easier.
Yeah, it's easier too, which is fabulous. You don't have to sit there and chop all that stuff up.
Okay, so vegetables, but
if you go around your grocery store and just pick up a box of cereal, prefab, pre-made little dinner mixes and things like that, read the list of ingredients. Only things that are vitamin additives that maybe you won't be able to pronounce should be there. But as far as anything there are 15 or 20 names for MSG alone because people got MSG scared. And so the nutrition companies, the anti-nutrition companies, started to come up with all these euphemisms for MSG. Added flavor is one of them.
I don't want anything with added flavor.
Well, it's a lot of things out there with it. and they actually use a language that confuses most people. So basically,
well, as somebody who's really not too much into this, what words should I avoid?
Anything with sodium glutamate, any added sodium whatsoever. Anything with...
Sodium is salt.
Yes, but there are a couple of different derivatives of salt that they use as preservatives.
Okay.
That are very bad for you. I'm trying to think of the word. You caught me off guard with this one. Wait a minute, hold on. Hydrogenated corn oil, which I've actually seen. There's some campaign ad now trying to say that, well, it's from corn, so it's good for you, but it's horrible for you. And it's, in my opinion, and some of the opinions of scientists that write for nutrition journals, is one of the leading causes of diabetes in this country and other countries.
Corn oil.
It's hydrogenated corn oil. They actually take a sugar and rearrange it, and it's something that's very difficult for your pancreas.
So they rearrange it in the lab.
Right. It makes it more stable. I think it makes it sweeter. And
isn't that what they use at McDonald's?
What don't they use at McDonald's?
Oh. No.
They actually have signs in some fast food restaurants here in California now that say chemicals in this food may cause birth defects and disease and all kinds of things.
Okay, well, I'm not giving birth, so that don't bother me. Okay, so nutrition really is what you eat. So in other words, if I change my diet, does that mean I don't got to exercise at all?
No.
No. I was open.
It's something I call like the caveman prophecy. We used to, as human beings, have to get off our butt and go hunt what we were going to eat. And what we were going to eat was going to be, as the Creator intended, natural meats that haven't been treated with hormones, plant food, things that were not chemically rearranged. So in that same instance, we should be getting up and exercising and eating kind of in the same fashion.
Okay, so let me see. So you went on this program.
Yes.
You went on this program. First you started with diet, and then you got taken over for...
Actually, I started with exercise and figured out that my diet was completely screwed up.
So how much exercise did you start doing?
Oh, it depends. On some certain competitions, I would train 4 hours a day. But for the most
4
part...
4 hours a day in a gym?
That's for the lunatic version. That's not for the normal lay person. But I would say a good hour and a half in a given period is nice. Once you get to that level.
Every day?
Maybe 4 days a week. And silence. Okay. I don't
well, I'm just thinking being fat isn't so bad after all. But, so anyhow, was it out here that you really got into the fitness stuff?
Yeah. I started bodybuilding and did the World's Strongest Woman and...
Wait a minute, you did what?
The World's Strongest Woman. So he didn't know how it was dangerous.
This was a debate contest?
Yes. No, it was the thing on ESPN where you lift cars and rocks and things like that.
You lifted a car?
Yeah.
You mean one of the toy cars we get at Toys R Us?
No. Well, Daewoo's are kind of toys, I think.
Huh?
A Daewoo is kind of a toy car.
You lifted a Daewoo car?
Daewoo.
Daewoo.
Yeah. See, he didn't know that was lethal. See, now you're going to be terrified. Welcome to the Robin Coleman Show. I'm your host, Robin Coleman.
Now, how do you lift a car?
Carefully.
How long did you train to lift this car?
Well, I've trained in powerlifting my whole life, or at least from 19 on. But I trained for 10 weeks for that competition.
And you lifted, what did you lift besides, did you lift the whole car or just the rear end?
Yeah, I was on a platform with a squat bar and we squatted it.
How much did the car weigh?
If I did it again, I would just call AAA, basically.
So how much did this car weigh?
Oh, a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the kind of thing you try once and say, hey, look at that. Glad it was on video. Very bad.
I can't believe that you could lift a car.
A jock that's interested in politics. I'm kind of a rare breed, right?
Huh. You lifted a car. Where were you when my tire went flat?
Probably Africa, I guess.
Anyhow, we're going to take a break, and then I'm going to hear more about powerful lifting. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.